Good afternoon. It's a beautiful day out here in the Midwest. I'm out here by the garden. There's a garden. You can see the tomatoes beginning to come in, and along with the peppers and such. Wanted to have a chance to show you my beautiful Taurus 38 Special Targetmaster, vintage about 1973 or to the about 1976 or so. You really can't tell from the serial number because Taurus did not keep track of any records back then, so there's simply no way to tell exact age of the gun. But it does have some clues. It has the Taurus third generation logo there, which came out in about 1973. It has the striations on the barrel, on the cylinder here, which they ended in about 76, 77. So that means between the two here and here, the gun has to fall somewhere between 1972, 73 and 76, 77, somewhere in that date. I got the gun by accident. I was bidding on an internet auction. They had a Taurus 38 special that was advertised, and that was the one I was going to bid on. Wasn't paying a whole lot of attention. They slid this one in before the other one, so I started in bidding on this one, and I won it. And I was quite surprised when I got it from the FFL, but I'm very, very happy because this is a much superior gun to the one I was bidding on. Let me go through some of the details. I did say it's a Targetmaster. This is technically a Model 86. They did have a Model 96, which was a 22 Special, and it was also a Targetmaster. One of the features of the Targetmaster is the deep, beautiful blue that they used. They call it a deep blue, a very dark, dark blue. It's unlike any other blue that they used on any of their other guns. It's got the walnut grips. I don't know if these grips are original because they're different from any other Taurus 38 that I've seen vintage, and that this is centered. Every other Taurus one that I've seen, it's offset up to the top a little bit. Now, I did see one that was centered, but this part of the grip was completely different. So I don't know. I don't know if what happened. Somebody suggested that these are Smith & Wesson grips that somebody inset a Taurus insignia into. That's possible. Anything could happen. Let's go through some of the features of the gun. Let me pick it up here and show. It's got the styration, I can't even say the word, all the way down, even up into the partridge ramp. I hear tell that that's to keep the glare off the top of the gun. I don't know, but it does add a very nice touch of class to the gun. They're even on the back of the front sight there. They're on the hammer there. The trigger also has them. Now, this doesn't have the extra fat trigger that some of the guns do, but it is a nice trigger. I'll cover that more. It's got the standard Taurus way to open up the cylinder here. The cylinder locks up beautifully. The only thing that I don't like is the cylinder doesn't rotate quite as freely as I'd like it to. It doesn't affect the shooting at all, but it's not a real free rotating cylinder. It does have the target sights here in front, adjustable up and down and to the side. It's got the partridge ramp in the front there for excellent shooting. I understand, I've been told that this gun was designed for bullseye shooting, and I believe it. I am a mediocre shooter at best, but I did have a friend who gave it a workout at the range who is an excellent shooter, and at 10 yards he was keeping shot after shot in a quarter-size space, less than an inch, just right off the center bullseye. The regular shot, regular trigger and pull in double action only is like a dream, and when you put it in single action, I mean, you just have to think about shooting the gun, and it shoots beautifully. Let me give you an example here. This is it in double action mode, and I'm going to put it in single action mode, and just watch how easy this is. That's it, and it just goes. It's not a gun to be trifled with, that's for sure. It weighs about 36 ounces unloaded. It takes all. I've run a number of 38 cartridges through it, both generic target practice and good quality self-defense ones, and they all feed perfectly, and they all shoot wonderfully on it. So I can't say enough good about this gun. It's beautiful. It balances perfectly in the hand. It is heavy. It's a little front heavy, but with that 6-inch barrel, that's what you can expect. The grips feel wonderful in the hand. The sights line up beautifully. I mean, it's just everything you would want in a revolver, in terms of target practice, or just having pure fun with it. You're going to find it in this one. It really looks like somebody got it, shot a few rounds through it, and put it up and never touched it again. The bluing is absolutely flawless on it. Everything in it is flawless. I took it apart and cleaned it when I first got it, and I really didn't even have to clean it. I mean, the amount of crud inside was exceptionally minimal. Running it through the bore patch, I hardly had to use anything at all to clean the bore out with. So I don't know who's been sitting on this gun for 50 years or so, but I gotta say that, well, not 50 years, maybe 45 years, but I gotta say that somebody has missed out on exceptional fun over the past couple of decades with it. Any questions about it, leave it down below, and I'll see if I can answer it. I would encourage you, if you like 38 specials, if you get a chance to get a vintage Taurus 38 Targetmaster Model 86, do so. I think you'll never regret the decision.